The simplest and quickest way to drop 15 to 20 pounds in the next 60 days while still eating your favorite Caribbean food, no gatekeeping. The issue when it comes to eating Caribbean food is people just don't know how to properly portion out the foods. The thing is, you can still have plantain, you still can have curry goat, you still can have rice and peas. That's not the issue. The issue is you just lack the knowledge to know how to properly portion out these foods. So, what you're going to do is you're going to get a food scale and you're going to make it your best friend. You're going to weigh out your food to make sure you know exactly how many calories are coming in. When you weigh the food, you're going to put it into the MyFitnessPal app to make sure you're allocating those calories. We need to make sure that plate is overall balanced. So I recommend doing is making sure you're having a nice amount of veggies in there, leafy green veggies, and making sure there's some sort of protein with every single meal you're having. I'm not talking one small little piece of chicken, okay? Make sure you're having a nice amount of protein on your plate. At least 30 grams if possible. If you can, that would be ideal. And then we're going to be trying to have at least 3 meals throughout the day, and maybe like 2 snacks as well, depending on how many calories you're going to be allowed, and try and make sure some sort of protein with each thing you're eating. And it's going to help you to feel more satiated and make it easy to stick to the deficit. Next, hidden calories. Obviously, if you're cooking a lot of Caribbean foods, you need to be careful when it comes to like the oils. Don't be pouring those oils when you're like, like cooking your chicken or something, or making a plantain. You're frying plantain, you need to account for those calories. Unfortunately, the reality is if you're going to be using a lot of oil, you're going to be wasting a lot of calories. So maybe use something like fry light, use an air fryer where possible, just to keep the calories in a controlled manner so you're not over consuming and taking yourself outside your calorie deficit. Next, move more. If you want to be able to get away with eating a lot of these Caribbean foods, it's going to make sense to move more. Because the reality is, a lot of foods we like to eat can be very high in calories. So if you don't want to eat very little calories, move more instead of having to cut back the calories so much. Aim for at least 7 to 10,000 steps. For me personally, anything below like 5 is just pathetic. And you can just check on your phone right now via the your Apple Health, I think it's called, or Samsung Health, and it'll tell you current steps right now to make sure you can see what your average steps is as a starting right now to try and lose these 15 to 20 pounds. Then the bonus is here's how you're gonna find your calories. It's so simple. Go online, type in calorie calculator, pop all your details in there, and it's gonna give you calories. Take those calories, put it in MyFitnessPal, and then you have a baseline to start with. And then depending on how much weight you're losing, if you're not losing as much as you would like, reduce calories. Okay, start off with 100 to maybe like 150 calories until you start noticing, okay, cool, I'm losing at least 2 pounds a week. Then Bob's your uncle. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, thumbs up. I'll catch you in the next video.